when I was in high school, we used to run around on Tuesdays. If you were in Joburg, were a teenager between the period of 2003, 2004, 5 up until 8, you'll know what I'm talking about. Cinemas like Stekiniko started giving out the silver cards, and these cards, they used to make movies cheaper on Tuesdays, to a point where malls used to restrict kids from getting inside the mall before a certain hour, so that kids don't ditch school in order to come to watch movies early. Because if you try to watch a movie after 3, it'll be pretty much booked because all the kids are there and everybody's there. Now, for our school, for me, when I was in school, the thing was these cards made it easy for us because on Tuesdays, I can't remember what we got into. I think it was sports. I think it was sports day. And so which meant we came wearing sneakers and jeans. And therefore, we just had to wear a t-shirt inside and we can get into the mall. Now, first of all, the things that I was going to watch are of no importance today. The movies I was watching, I don't even remember 90% of them. I remember You Got Served because I was a dancer, but I still don't remember what was the big deal. It didn't contribute anything into my life. But look today. You know when you go to Carlton Center, that cinema which we went to, that cinema which we sacrificed our school life for, it's closed. So the thing that we were giving up so much of our life to give ourselves to, closed, of no value whatsoever. Now, absolutely love the people that I was friends with, no offense or anything, but everybody that I was friends with back then, I'm not friends with now. Not that we have bad blood. When we meet, it is absolute love. We talk here and there on social media, like on each other's pages and so forth. But we are not a contributing factor to each other's careers. We are not a contributing factor to each other's financial position or anything like that. We haven't taught each other skills that have translated maybe for 1 or 2 of us who went on to be musicians and so forth. I pretty much get to see that. Yes, I'm still friends with almost all of them, but a year can pass without us talking. So everybody, we were there influencing each other. We were there sure that we were born to die together, die hard. The things that we heavily valued then, we were running around doing beats and dance competitions and dance whatnots and rap battles and whatnot, of no value to me today. So you see, the point that I'm trying to point to here, you see this twizzy thing, this twizzy thing that y'all are chasing to the kids. This stuff won't be of no value in the next couple of years. You'll be a completely different person. You'll want us to take you seriously. God forbid you take up charges right now because you got involved in some stupid fight and you went to a place and you vandalized a building, or you did something that destroyed infrastructure that is very important to our society, the very infrastructures that might become your employment, and you are becoming of destructive nature towards those structures, and you will expect to have some form of income from what you do when you don't see that what you're doing right now is jeopardizing what that looks like tomorrow. You're the very same people that are trying to become social media influencers, and you're going over there and destroying and being chaotic to the places which you want to become influencers for. So y'all are funny in a way. Some of these girls over there, you're going to want to be models, and you're going to want to model for L'Oreal or whatever you call their makeup companies. When you snap out of it, we pray that you do earlier. You should realize that it doesn't contribute anything to what you're going to want to be tomorrow. You're so entrenched into people that are not going to be. You can hate me all you want. I give you 2 years, okay? I give you up until you pass or fail matric. Then you will wake up and realize that that stuff that you've heavily invested yourself, it means absolutely dog poo. Haven't they told you? Did you see what happened to those kids in the tavern? They thought they were having a nice time. They were being there, being chaotic and whatnot. And guess what? A stampede starts, chaos arises. People die. Who do you have to blame? Should you have been there to begin with? We're not saying no, don't enjoy your teenage years, but know what the limit is and understand what the consequences are for the things that you're up to. You, I'm not talking to them. I'm not talking to them, right? I'm talking to you who's watching this video. You, the young person that's interested. I saw like people mimicking these trends and saying, dressing like a twizzy. And I was like, this stuff won't be important from now. A few years from now, this stuff, think about all these trap rappers that were very much popular because of the things that they were getting themselves involved in, right? And if you think about it, there was a period when everybody was just talking about them. Everybody was just doing something around them. They were the content, they were the subject matters, and their music was everywhere. Right now, we don't even think about them. We don't even think about them. There were some people who were extremely popular. You would have never thought that there would be a day where you don't hear their name, but nowadays, you barely even know they exist. This twizzy nonsense, it's just very momentarily. It's only going to be there just for that little time. You and your friends are going to get over it. God forbid it does something that you cannot reverse. The things that fascinate you today won't be there tomorrow. The better you wake up today, the easier it will be for you. Because yes, enjoy your teenage years, but don't get enroped into things that have no building value. You want to become a social media influencer one day. And then the very brand that you are trying to be an influencer for goes and scrolls down your social media and finds you were involved in this silly behavior. Do you expect that they're going to put you? Think about it. Think about it. Like I stated earlier on in the things that we gave our time for, the times when we were not spending in school, when we were not studying, we were not doing any other stuff, we were running away from school just to go and watch a movie at Stekenico with those silly funny cards that were there. Those things are no longer even there. The cinema where we used to do that is no longer even there. It was at Carlton Center. It's no longer even there. These things are just trends. They will pass. The one thing you don't want is for it to leave a mark you cannot get rid of.